Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
Where to, Gav? The Port of London, please. I will show you where to stop.
Mr. Holmes, what a compelling mystery we have stumbled upon. Perhaps I have the premise of my next novel.
One kidnapping does not a story make.
Stop! A black cat crossed before us. It's a bad omen.
I do not take you for the superstitious type, Doctor. Such things are mere fantasies, tricks of a feeble mind. One imagines a physician would keep a surer footing in reality.
Perhaps. Before the war, my time abroad was difficult. Once, I came across an Afghan, bleeding, who I could not save. He pressed a rosary into my hand. A gift, he said, so as to gain God's favor. After that...
Dr. Watson?
Yes, well, I shan't get into details, but sometime later I found myself lost in the desert. Dehydration set in, and things grew ever more dire. The man's words came to me. I said a prayer and placed the rosary on a rock. A gift to gain God's favor.
And you were rescued?
Yes. A detachment of British soldiers found me.
To whom I'm grateful. Without their diligence, you would not be standing here and I would not have this case.
I'm sure you have another explanation prepared, Mr. Holmes, but I think I shall cling to the occasional superstition all the same.
To each his own, Dr. Watson. So long as it does not interfere with my methods, do it. We must press on, cat or no cat. The question remains, why abduct Kimmer here? Satisfy my curiosity? I think I can help you. May I ask for your assistance?
It is a shame I can't answer your question.
It appears that the saltpeter explosion rattled the locals. Can't blame them for staying at home.
May I ask for your assistance?
It is a shame I can't answer your question.
Dalton swears she saw ghosts in Warehouse 2. The coppers even went over there. Must be serious.
It's a large harbor. If our kidnapper is hiding here, finding him won't be easy.
Mal Dalton swears she saw ghosts in
May I
Warehouse.
ask for your assistance?
The cop, I'll be happy to help you. So listen to me.
May I ask you something?
I wish I could be of help, but I can't. Sorry.
Do you know anything about this?
I can't help you with this.
Is this familiar to you?
I wish I could be of help, but I can't. Sorry.
May I ask you something?
Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
Almost no fish the last couple of days.
What are you looking at? You like to watch how a man
The
suffocates
coffin
himself
won't
for
go
food?
away, and the doctor's too pricey.
do you know anything about this?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
The coffin won't go away and the doctor's too pricey.
Oh, hardly a reputable establishment.
I've seen worse.
The coffin won't go away. The doctor's too pricey.
Hello, lad. Is this where I may find Dea?
You read the poster? Yes? You know where my brother Girves is?
Sadly, no. Well, not yet. Where did you last see Girves?
He worked at a, warehouse. This man, Roy Solby, gave him the job. He paid him a necklace.
Do you still have the necklace that Solsby gave to Girves?
Girves left it near the, shrine. I tried to sell it to buy medicine, but no one wanted to buy.
I want to speak to Dea. Is she around?
Amma, my mother, she got sick after the fire. Big red smoke. She couldn't breathe, so I took her to the doctor. Now I am in charge.
How would you describe this Solsby?
He was big and strong. He had a big scary eye.
Scary, you say?
Yes, like it was made of metal.
Don't go anywhere. This cheap pendant looks like silver, but it's only made of tin. No surprise the boy couldn't sell it.
I miss Girves. Do you think he's okay? I should have helped Amma put out the posters. If she hadn't been in the smoke so long, maybe she wouldn't be sick.
How can I help? I could try and flag someone down.
Not in the mood, mate. Shoo!
Pardon me, sir. I am looking for Roy...
Not again. Yes, I'm Roy, but I can't help you find your uncle or whoever you've lost.
Now, what makes you think I would inquire about missing people?
You are the fourth person to ask this week. Just because I work at the port doesn't mean I keep track of everyone who comes here.
May I ask what you're doing here?
This is where the ship sank the other day. I'm trying to work out how we'll remove it.
You say we are not the first to ask you about a disappearance. Do you recall anything about those who came inquiring?
I only remember the foreign woman. I didn't catch her name, but those are her posters hanging up everywhere. She has badgered me twice now, but I still don't know nothing.
And this woman can be found?
No clue. She was talking gibberish.
Now, where was I?
Can't help you there, mate. Sorry, doesn't ring a bell. Sorry, doesn't ring a bell.
I have been told that you hired Dea's son, Girves, right before he vanished. His brother also said you had a metal eye. What do you make of this?
Tell that him to stop making things up. My card? Where did you dig that up?
At a crime scene near Baker Street involving a young servant's kidnapping, I might add.
No. Someone used it without my consent. How else would it end up there?
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel... like a meat pie?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
As much as I'd like to help you, I know nothing about this.
Greetings, miss. I'm hoping you can help us.
We shall soon see.
Have you ever heard of a man with a metallic eye?
I've seen him even. Dirty Summers is the name. A nasty lout, with a silver ball in place of a missing eye.
I heard tell of a recent explosion in the port. What do you know of it?
Ah, yes. Something exploded in a ship's cargo hold. Caused a terrible blaze. The sky was red with smoke till morning.
Where precisely did it occur?
The ship sank near the third pier. next to the dockyard.
I shudder to ask, but where does one find a Dirty Summers?
He likely signed on with a ship. I am not one to spy on others, let alone him.
I see.
My advice, keep away from him. Never heard of it. Have you been drinking? Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Have you been drinking? Have you been drinking?
Are you familiar with a Roy Soulsby?
Roy Soulsby? I know the name, but he's not one of my regulars. My guess is that he works somewhere around here.
What do you know about this poster?
A foreign woman asked to put it up. She's plastered them all over the port.
Any clues as to her whereabouts?
None. It was hard to understand what she was saying.
Your clothes are already tight and soon they won't fit at all. How far along are you?
I thought I'd hidden it better. How did you know? Are you a doctor?
In a manner of speaking.
He's not. He merely has the ego of one. I apologize, miss. Mr. Holmes is fond of his observations, but I am the doctor here, not him. Do you need any help?
I'm fine, thank you. I would rather not discuss my condition, nor let word of it spread.
What are you gawping at?
Mr. Soulsby, you know more than you're letting on.
What makes you say that?
A man named Dirty Summers was involved in some recent kidnappings across London. He used your name as a cover for his deeds.
What? Really? That doesn't mean I'm involved, though.
Your calling card was found at the crime scene. That's enough to make you a suspect.
You cannot be serious.
Give me one moment. Mr. Soulsby, you know more.
What?
A man named...
What?
You're called... It's true. And that's before mentioning your gold watch. It's brand new and awfully expensive for a customs officer. Clearly you have found yourself another source of income. I'm sure Scotland Yard will be delighted to investigate further.
All right, stop. Look, it's not as it seems. I did not partake in the kidnappings.
I'm all ears, Mr. Soulsby.
Yes, I know Summers. He paid me to turn a blind eye to his business in the warehouse area. Just that, on my word.
You did not tell me which warehouse he used?
I do not recall, but I use red paint to mark unsupervised warehouses. Ought to be one of them.
What else can you say of Summers?
He's a regular at the Cursed Mermaid. Goes there with his crew almost every evening.
What for?
I don't know. I assumed just for a drink.
Why do I have the feeling that you know more about Dirty Summers than you're letting on?
I have nothing more to add, sir.
Enough. I have hard evidence that Summers was involved in recent kidnappings across London.
I'm not surprised. So what?
A customs officer, Roy Soulsby, testified that Summers was a regular here. You must know something about his business.
All I know is his drinks order.
If the lives of the missing do not concern you, then I would urge you to think about your unborn child.
Are you threatening me?
Many people are missing, and the main suspect based himself in your establishment. One word to Scotland Yard and your life takes a turn for the worse. Now, spare yourself the trouble and tell me all you know.
Okay. Summers hired my private room. I think he used it to recruit people, but I haven't seen him in a few days. He paid me cash, so I paid him no attention. Nor did I touch anything inside. Here's the key, go and do what you will. Just leave me out of it.
The hairs on the back of my neck stood up.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
5 shillings. That won't go far. Strange symbols. I don't recognize them.
Never heard of it.
What did you see of Summer's work here? He was recruiting people?
It was like the whole world came through my door. People of all creeds and colours, but always strong, always tall. They seemed like workers, or journeymen. Beyond that, there's not much more to tell. I took his money and let him be.
And this lasted how long?
Several weeks, I wager. What can I get you?
May I ask for your assistance?
No, sir, I've never heard of it.
Is this familiar to you?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Ma Dalton swears she saw ghosts in warehouse too. The coppers even went over there. Must be serious.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie? Really, Holmes, this ought to be beneath you.
As my brother would say, it is for the greater good. Mold. That's why you don't leave sailcloth lying out. Good quality, but torn in many spots.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
The scratches are fresh, left by something metallic. There are a couple of marks on this end. This crank saw some use. This crank saw some use.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
The layers of rust will prevent any movement. Well oiled and well maintained. Fit for a crank. A hidden passage, just as I expected. Good evening, Constable. I heard some people talking of ghosts in this warehouse.
Gossips, all of them.
An old lady neighbour saw some lights and ghostly shapes in the middle of the night. She heard music too. Turns out this was the warehouse of Grandpa Kujak. He owned a business with theatre props for scary shows. I went in and... well, it is a bit creepy. But I think it was probably just some kids fooling around.
Do you mind if I take a look inside?
Not at all. It's like Madame Tussauds, only worse. I'll be on the beat round the pub for the rest of the night. Damned explosion. Good night, sir. I don't believe in ghosts. I did when I was a kid.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
An effective contraption. It still works. They opened the casket and left marks. A herbal odor with an acylic base. Liquor? There was a box in the coffin. It was removed quite recently. Who is this intended to scare? Where is this going? Phosphorus, used recently. Somebody had fun. Several crates are missing. No brand or markings. It looks like a bulk product. Bottles of various shapes and sizes. I detect a mix of chemicals and aromas. No brand or markings. It looks like a bulk product. A small cart left those tracks. That's most likely the ghost the old lady saw through the window. Inspired by the legend of Sleepy Hollow. Somebody played with phosphorus to give the illusion of ghosts or ectoplasm. In reality, they were here to mix a few ingredients and prepare a solution of some sort. Then they took a box hidden inside the casket. And they left through that gate with a small cart. Help me, please.
I'm sorry, but I don't know anything.
Could you help me?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Could you help me?
Sorry, sir. Can't help you.
Wrong warehouse. Nothing to see here. Dr. Tippett's electric pectobrain. Patent medicine of the future.
This is a patent medicine. A quick fix at an expensive price that drags the patient slowly into death.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Is this familiar to you?
As much as I'd like to help you, I know nothing about this.
Do you know anything about this?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Could you help me?
I think I can help you.
May I ask for your assistance?
No, sorry, I know nothing.
Almost no fish the last couple of days.
May I ask for your assistance?
I can't help you with this.
May I ask for your assistance?
I wish I could be of help, but I can't. Sorry.
coffin won't go
Is there
away.
a doctor?
And the
Man, he's very sick here.
It sounds as though those people will need my help.
Can I ask you a question?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
May I ask you something?
I can't tell you because I don't know. What are you looking at? Do you like to watch our man suffocates himself for food?
Freshly dug up treasures, it seems.
Everything ends up in a river. It's a good thing these
The water
people
has a
take something
curious
from it.
whitish tinge to it. The subject is hyperventilating. He has a pale face and dilated pupils. Dilated pupils, decolorized skin, necrosis. What do you make of this, Doctor?
All signs point towards acute poisoning. It could possibly be due to chemicals. I won't jump to any conclusions.
Are you able to help me?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm sorry, but I don't know anything.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Oh, sorry, I know nothing.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
After the incident the other day, it seems customers are staying at home.
May I ask you something?
Oh, sorry, I know nothing.
Where are we? The field hospital?
The patient has a high temperature and is short of breath.
Good evening, sir. Are you the gentleman who sells that intriguing pecto-brain beverage?
Good evening, gentlemen. I'm Dr. Thomas Tippett, and yes, its proud inventor and purveyor.
Are you a doctor? You seem remarkably young.
I'm self-educated. I help people in need around these parts with my medicine.
Helping, as in bringing to the grave?
That is unfair, sir. The virtues of my invention are to calm the nerves, to stop coughing due to the endless smog, and to help children to sleep.
Has your beverage been tested by your peers or any medical authority? I am a doctor, and it appears that you are playing with people's lives, people who place their trust in you to ease their pain.
People need help, and drugs are expensive. My formula helps, and it's inexpensive. The product is dispensed from here only, so dose and usage are controlled. I looked into other patented medicines. They contain harmful or useless substrate, and they're sold in respected shops and pharmacies.
Do you realize what you are doing? You are playing with people's health.
You are a doctor. Take a look at my product. You won't find mercury, radium, lithium, or any other toxic substances drowned in alcohol. and sold freely by so-called health professionals. I can show you how I work. Let me help people.
Watson, what do you make of this situation?
I'm not sure. Patent medicines can be a scourge, yes, but he is not entirely wrong in practice.
Why the haunted warehouse?
Well, nobody was using it, and people are afraid of ghosts. It kept them away until today. What I do is not entirely legal, but I do help people. I help up to 50 people here every day. It is working.
The cart from Warehouse 2.
I can hear the patient suffers with their lungs.
Almost all men die from their remedies rather than their diseases. I want to change that.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
Wrong warehouse. Nothing to see here.